So now we discussed what is a digital detox, a digital fasting, and we talked about, the benefits of a social media detox. Now let's get into different methods of how you can go about a digital fast slash social media detox. A digital fast is similar to the entire detox, in which you abstain from all electronic devices for 24 hours. Now, this method might be challenging for those who are used to using your phones and laptops all day for work, probably for relationships or whatever use you may have, right? It's going to be challenging at first if you're so used to using those devices throughout the entire day. And for those that heavily rely, on technology, but still, it could be a good way to refresh one's mental and physical, right? Refresh yourself mentally and physically. Now, let's get into method number one. Method number one, the slow approach, which is gradually reducing your screen time. Now, the slow way is a method for using technology, less effectively, but it doesn't need that you give it all up at once, right? You don't got to give it up all at once. You can lessen your dependency on technology on your phone, with a few simple adjustments to your daily routine. What you want to do is find out which of your digital activities is eating up the most of your time, and then restrict yourself to that amount of time each day. For instance, you may limit your time on social media to 30 minutes a day, or checking your emails to twice a day, right? You can use this method to, wean yourself off of checking your device every few minutes, right? And then lessen the dependency that you have on, social media and your phone in general. Method number two, the digital diet, right? Creating healthy habits for, yourself. Now, the digital diet is a method of digital fasting that emphasizes the development of wholesome routines in pursuit of a more well-rounded existence, right? A digital diet is an approach to technology usage that emphasizes moderation rather than abstinence. To begin a digital diet, one must first establish one's goals and then set daily limits on the amount of time spent on social media, right? For instance, limit your time on social media each day. Turn off notifications. Put down the phones at least an hour before you go to bed, right? Adjust your digital habits if you see a negative impact on your mental or emotional well-being, right? That's another way. Method number three, it's called the digital sabbatical. Taking breaks from your phone, social media for an extended period of time. This is about completely unplugging yourself from technology for a period of 7 days or longer. A digital sabbatical is a break from technology that serves a similar purpose to a traditional sabbatical from a job or other obligations, right? And you take the time to rest, relax, and rejuvenate yourself. You know, you got to think of it as like a digital vacation, right? Being time spent away from electronic devices and the internet, right? Overall, social media, with the intention of rejuvenating the mind and the body. The idea is to give your brain and heart a break by cutting off the supply of energy, sapping contemporary conveniences, right? And when it comes to social media and use your phone, it's a convenience, right? Because if you need to look up something, you need to message somebody, check an email, within a click of a button, you're already in checking an email. You're already checking a message with just one click of a button, right? But you want to give yourself that break to live your life without the convenience of a phone, without the convenience of technology at your disposal. So method number 4, and this is the last method I'm going to be talking about, which is called digital minimalism, which is simplifying your digital life for more joy and less stress, right? More peace. Now, digital minimalism, it pretty much advocates limiting one's time spent on digital gadgets in order to lessen stress and increase contentment. The goal is to utilize fewer resources on less beneficial tools while devoting more time and energy to those, to those that really enhance your life. That could be that could be a couple of close friends, right? Could be family members that you're close with, that you still talk to, you connect with well, right? Spending your time with those people that really enhance your life. So getting started with digital minimalism is as simple as deleting all of the unused apps, right, from your phone. Apps that you don't be using like that. So try to get rid of useless software, email accounts, and start filing away your digital files. As a result, you're better able to ignore the many digital interruptions and focus on what really matters because of the digital fasting benefits. And that's pretty much the entire purpose of a digital fast, is to connect back to your real life. Now, I talked about in the last video that the more connected you are to social media, the more connected you are to your phones, the less connected you are to your real life. You got to get connected to your real life, because the social media world is an entirely different world that has nothing to do with your actual life. When it comes to your priorities in life, social media ain't got nothing to do with those priorities whatsoever. You see, social media is not going to check up on you when you're in time of need. When you're in trouble, when you're going through your stuff, social media is not going to check up on you. There's going to be people in your life that care about you, that love you for you, that are going to check up on you. And taking this break from taking a break from your phones, taking a break from social media, it's going to give you that sense of peace and contentment. It's actually going to reprogram your brain to not need social media, not need a phone. Now, I'm not saying you can just completely cut off your phone for the rest of your life. I'm not saying to throw out your phone. I'm not saying you to throw out, I'm not telling you to throw out your laptop, because for the most part, you need your laptop for whatever business that you have to attend to, right? I mean, that's different. A lot of people use their computers or laptops for work. Some people may use their phone for work, right? But I think the point really is to cut down on the dependency of the phone and social media, right? And to get back in tune with what really matters in your life. Social media really doesn't matter. It doesn't serve as a priority in your life. It don't. I mean, a lot of people make it a priority because they feel like they're missing out on something if they don't catch it in time, right? They feel like they're not caught up with the trends. They're not caught up with the world. And it's not the end of the world if you go 7 days without looking at social media. You know, when I took 30 days to 60 days off, I took a break from social media. I literally programmed my brain to no longer need social media. Me going that X amount of days without social media, it only taught me that I don't need social media. I don't need to really consume my time with social media. It made me realize how pointless, how much of a waste of time social media can be. Now, if you're using it for the right reasons, of course, you may use it for a business, to promote a business, promote your services or whatever, right? We all have that usage. But a lot of people just use social media just to bullshit all day, just to waste time, just to look at somebody else's life from their lens. Wasting time just scrolling mindlessly hours upon hours, consuming a bunch of TikTok videos, you know. And it can have an effect on your mental health. It can have an effect on your brain the more you consume. So when it comes down to these methods, you know, you don't have to cut off, you know, your devices. You don't have to just, you know, throw out your phone and delete social media for the rest of your life. It's really about controlling your usage. It's really about being disciplined and taking breaks when necessary, right? Because at the end of the day, let's be real. We're all not going to be able to live without technology, because that's just not how the world is centered. We live in a whole different world now where we depend so much on technology, where it's like we have no choice but to depend on technology for certain things, for information, to do certain things. A lot of us still depend on phones because that's how the world made it out to be. You understand? The world made it to a point, we got to a point where we need to depend on technology. But you got to get to a point where you're living your life without that dependency, right? For a good period of time, a long period of time. And taking the breaks when necessary. Going on that digital fast, when necessary. Because taking that break, going on that fast, detoxing from social media, it's only going to teach you that you really don't need it as much as you think you need it, because it's all in your mind. I feel like the more you go without something, the less of it you need. The more you go without something, the less of it that you need. So going without social media and going without looking at your phones every 2-3 minutes, taking those extended breaks, it's only going to program your mind to go without those things, to go without those conveniences in your life. Because a phone, social media apps, they're all convenient. They're all convenient because within a click of a button, you're already on that app. Within a click of a button, you're already sending an email. You're already texting someone within a click of a button. You're already messaging somebody. You're already on the platform within a click of a button. It doesn't require effort. So now we become attached to the convenience of something because that's how we've been programming our brains to function. To do something easy, to do something convenient. So that being said, man, it's up to you if you want to take this advice, if you want to, do these methods. You can take the slow approach. You can limit your social media consumption from 2 hours a day to 30 minutes a day, right? You can take your time with this. And I suggest that you do take your time with this, because completely going cold turkey of shutting off social media, your phone, living an entire day without your phone, it's going to be challenging because it's like clockwork. You pick up your phone first thing in the morning, you check a message, a text message, you call somebody, you check your emails, you scroll through social media. It's automatic. It's something your brain is so used to doing because it's a taught behavior to pick up your phone first thing in the morning and check emails all day, every day. Right? So it's going to be hard at first, but I recommend that you give it a shot. You try it out for yourself, and you try to go at least 30 days without social media. I'm not saying you got to delete all your social media accounts, but deactivating it for 30 days, you know what I'm saying, could be a great way to refresh your body and mind, especially your mind, because your mind will be positively impacted by the change, by the adjustment. So that's all I got to say in this video. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all hit the like button for the algorithm. Subscribe today. More content is to come. This is the Retention Lifestyle channel. And with that being said, y'all have a blessed day. Stay strong. Do your best to stay positive. And I'm out, y'all. Peace.